Hi, I'm Linda Abramovitz. As the editors of the Making Global Connection newsletter and the leadership of SIOP PODC Nursing Working Group, Liz Schneiderman, Elianet Katani, Juliana Haratri, and me invite you to join us today, September 8th, Pediatric Hematology Oncology Nurses Day, which is celebrated annually during Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Our journey to celebrate 2020, the International Year of the Nurse and the Midwife, is very different than what we expected. We are all dealing with the challenges of COVID-19 for our patients and families, as well as for ourselves and our families. Since the beginning of the pandemic, nurses have been recognized and applauded as heroes for their contributions. In June, a special edition of the Making Global Connections newsletter provided nurses with the opportunity to share stories about how they are coping and adapting during COVID-19. The newsletter can be found on our SIOP website. SIOP PODC Nursing has created a collection of videos called 20 Stories for 2020, Pediatric Oncology Nurses. These inspiring stories include several accounts found in the COVID newsletter. You will also hear the voices of others as they talk about the experience of being a pediatric oncology nurse.
Now, more than ever, our community of pediatric oncology nurses must stay connected, share experiences, and support each other. SIOP PODC Nursing is trying to bring the nurses community together during this unprecedented time by sharing information and knowledge. We continue to do so via the Cure for Kids group and as well as our regular monthly educational meetings. Currently, the PODC Nursing Working Group's membership includes 180 nurses representing 43 countries. Every day, we have more nurses joining. This shows the growing force of pediatric oncology nurses that is stronger together as we continue the fight against childhood cancer worldwide.
The World Health Organization has designated 2020 as the International Year of the Nurse and the Midwife. 2020 will always be remembered as the year of COVID-19, which has brought to the spotlight the courageous work of nurses, including pediatric oncology nurses around the world. 2020 also marks the 200th anniversary of Florence Nightingale's birth. She would be proud to see how the nursing profession has matured and blossomed over time. The strength, resilience, and spirit of nurses to rise to challenges and overcome adversity is woven through the stories you will hear. We must also remember that nurses are not superheroes. Caring for others requires caring for ourselves, and if we do not take time for self-care, we cannot fully dedicate ourselves to the monumental task ahead of us. In these stories, you will also hear the ways that pediatric oncology nurses have set aside time to care for themselves and each other during the pandemic.
COVID-19 has disrupted our normal ways of caring our patients. As pediatric oncology nurses, we have adapted and risen to the challenges during the pandemic. We need to acknowledge the success of our hard work and dedication. Let's continue to recognize, appreciate, and celebrate each other as nurses, colleagues, and friends. Let's also remember that we are part of the healthcare team and that we are not in this fight nor any fight alone. As we take time to celebrate the nurses in our lives, let's also take a moment to thank those who surround and support us to provide the best care possible. 20 stories for the year 2020 Pediatric Oncology Nurses in the Year of the Nurse and the Midwife will launch today. Videos will be released throughout the month of September via the SIOP website and other social media platforms. Please take the time to listen to inspiring stories and experiences of pediatric oncology nurses from around the world.
Be kind to yourselves.
Be the best pediatric oncology nurse for your patients and families.
And stay safe.
And know that we will be together again soon. Ninakutakia usherekeaji mwema wa siku ya wauguzi wahudumiao watoto wenye saratani duniani.